Top 3 movies that should never ever get rebooted. What's going on, it's your boy Al with Stormdagger Films. I'm an actor, writer, director, editor, and everything. Gonna thank y'all. And y'all, if y'all to the film entertainment space like I am, maybe an actor, YouTuber, musician, or if you just like some good old movie content, movie discussion, this is a channel for you. So you might go get this channel, like and subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss a single day I do on this channel. And with that said, guys, let's get into the video. So I got another banger for y'all today, y'all. Basically, I want to talk about literally the top 3 movies that should never get rebooted. With that said, guys, let's get into the video. So coming in at number 3, I gotta talk about Men of Honor.
Rise and shine, Cookie. Time for training.
Men of Honor, man, please don't reboot this movie. And by the way, guys, I will say this: I have no clue if they ever, like the movies I'm about to go over. I have no clue had these movies had ever been rebooted that I just never knew of. Hopefully not, but I mean, not that I know of. I'm pretty sure these movies are all classics, you know, so I doubt, you know, like that there's any reboots out there. Not that I know of, but if there are, you know, let me know in the comments, you know, so I know. But anyway, so back to what I was saying. So Men of Honor, this comes in at number 3 easily. Man, Robert De Niro and Cuba Gooding Jr., man, these two guys, this whole cast got down. I like everybody, every single character like played a awesome and just incredible role. I enjoyed every second of this movie. Like this movie will always be a classic. And man, like everybody, man, honestly I don't know who did better between Cuba Gooding Jr. and Robert De Niro. Like they honestly, you know what? I think Cuba Gooding Jr. actually outshined Robert De Niro a little bit, just by a little bit in this film, man. Like, man, he got down in that film. That was, honestly, this is probably his best role ever, you know. Like, his role, he got down in this one. So, this is a classic that better not ever get rebooted, ever. You know, this is the movie that, you know, like, hey man, like if you want to see something really good for the week or just on your off time, you gotta give Men of Honor a shot. Like they got down in that one. So number 3, yeah, Men of Honor.
Get your goddamn Wisconsin ass back to bed, Snow Hill.
Now coming in at number 2, oh, they better not ever reboot this film ever, and that's A Bronx Tale.
He owes me money. Hit him with a fucking bat.
I come all over the fucking block. What are you doing?
Is that the advice you give the kid? Is that the about your fucking hoodlums?
A Bronx Tale is probably one of my, like, that's literally in my top, either my top 3 or top 5 favorite movies of all time. And man, like this film is perfect. Like I enjoyed every second of it. You know, man, everybody did outstanding. You know, you got Sonny, you know, man, like, and another film with Robert De Niro. My only con with this film was that they made Robert De Niro soft in this film. Like he wasn't like a lot of his other films. I wish they would have added I wish they would have strengthened his character. You know, really made him more. Like I want to see him more of a character like he was in Men of Honor, or you know, a film like that. You know, I wanted him a much more stronger role. Don't get me wrong, he had a great role in this movie. I just felt like they made him a bit soft in this movie, in my opinion. But Robert De Niro, hey, he still got down in this movie, you know. But this whole cast is great. You know, everybody did a great job. This film was funny too. I ain't gonna lie. This was still like I know this film is not technically geared to be a funny movie, but this is a really hilarious and super funny movie at parts. Like, man, that bar scene has me rolling every time.
Now you just can't leave.
Come on, motherfucker! Come on, you scrappy motherfucker! Come on, let's go!
Like, man, Sonny comes up in there, he's like, no, you just can't leave. And oh my gosh, man, that fight broke out was just hilarious. Like that, like this was comedy at its best. This was action. Well, action was mediocre, not bad, but I mean, Like the fights were good. Like everything about this movie was just perfectly built, man. Like that's how you make a movie. That's how you make a classic. A Bronx Tale will always be the biggest classic. I would say easily somebody's top 5, most people top 5 in Hollywood when it comes down to classics and stuff. This is on most people's list. If you haven't watched The Bronx Tale, I highly suggest you go watch it. You won't regret it. You're going to come back to the comment section and be like, bro, man, I'm so glad you recommend me to this movie. Yeah, Bronx Tale gets easily the number 2 spot. And coming in at number 1, I know it's going to be a lot of controversy with this one, but I got to say it. Listen, Fast and the Furious. Now, I know what y'all thinking. Bro, man, they got all these movies. How dare you call this one a classic and, just not to be rebooted. Like, they already got it. Like, they practically already did rebooted this franchise, all the movies. Listen, no. Fast and the Furious continued every single film, and I like how they did their timeline. Like, guys, this franchise is so unique that it went on. Like, guys, we got 10 movies, about to be 10. Well, technically 11, because part 10 is going to be 2 parts, part 1 and part 2. But the fact that they was able to make it all the way to 10 movies without rebooting this franchise is a round of applause, guys. How many movies do you know can make it up to 10 movies and not reboot it, Because, like, now I know a lot of people thought this franchise probably got rebooted at Tokyo Drift, because they got, we got this whole new team of, the new squad and everybody of Fast and the Furious. This is the new team, Bow Wow and everybody. At one point, that's what I thought, But Universal, man, and Justin Lin, and they fooled everybody. They said, nah, this is the future. We gotta take our way back how it got up to this moment. And then all the rest of the movies were just leading up to Tokyo Drift. And man, and building up Han's character more and more. Like, that was so unique, man. Like, this whole franchise is just a classic. This is something that you're just not gonna get with a lot of movies nowadays. I don't care what people say. Fast and the Furious is the best, and in terms of classic wise, this will always be a classic. And I really hope this franchise never get rebooted. Like, guys, we got 10 movies going on. We're about to get 10 movies going on 11, because like I said, part 10 is going to have 2 parts, part 1 and part 2. So technically 11 movies. There is no excuses and no reasons why we should ever get a reboot for this franchise. And that's what I like about Fast and Furious. They stay just continuing, and they just, keep on going and making something new, something unique. That's why I love and respect about this franchise. But and plus, guys, do y'all really want to go through another 10 movies of entire reboot doing the same thing? Like, okay, we're gonna recast Vin Diesel, we're gonna recast Paul Walker. Yep, man, rest in peace, Paul Walker, that legend right there. And we're gonna recast Michelle Rodriguez. Like, guys, could you imagine seeing that? Like, reboot this whole franchise and go through another 10 movies. Like, guys, that would be the biggest. If you want to talk about the biggest upset, that would literally be the biggest upset ever, like, of all time, in my opinion. But hopefully this franchise never get rebooted. I'd rather have it just to, continue with the young generation and build something new. There's a lot to do with Fast and the Furious now, because they're bringing all these new people, new characters in. So there's so much you can do with this franchise. You saw the spinoff with Hobbs and Shaw. You can do something with with Ludacris and Tyrese Gibson. You can do something with them too down the road. You can do a story with just Han. So the possibilities is endless with Fast and the Furious. They practically built their own MCU. Like, they got their own version of the MCU that they just built off for so many years. So props out for that franchise, and it gets the number 1 spot. Do not reboot this franchise or any of the movies ever. But it's your boy Al with Stormdagger Films. Let me know what you think. Let me know y'all top 3, and I'll be seeing y'all next video. Y'all take it easy.